All right, last time you get to see me, I want to hear some cheering. What a day. I am first going to thank all the people that made this day possible, because I always forget that at the end. The volunteers, the stage handling backstage, you guys have no idea. They're like, go on stage, get off stage, don't go yet, it's not time, your mic's not hot. I could not do that job, so I appreciate very much all the people that put this together, organizing, taking all of your registrations, making sure everybody's in the right place, in the right rooms, making sure there are big, giant, bright lights in my eyes all day, and the music I love, so fantastic job. The guys sitting back there who do make all this happen and make all the sound happen, I did not get their names, but I want to thank them, because I snuck in the room last night when I wasn't supposed to be here, had a little bit of panic last night that I wasn't sure how my slides were going to look, and said, could you put my slides up? And they went, oh yes, of course we can. I don't even think they knew my name at that time. So you guys have done an awesome job, and the CyberX team, as always, has put together a fantastic conference. So everyone in the audience, we're going to have an awards ceremony, closing ceremony, awards ceremony, and I want to make sure that you are all ready for that. So again, one big deep breath. Everybody sit up tall, take in a breath. Let it out. You feel how that makes your spine and your body just sort of open up, and you feel taller at the end of the day. It's not working for me too much, but I try. So Lena, what a fantastic presentation. I just want to say, I did not know her very well before today. She used to be a hostage negotiator, and I said, I didn't know there were like real people that did that outside of these cop shows that you see, and they make it very dramatic. And she's so approachable. Look at her, my goodness. So if anybody is in this situation where they need to contact the RCMP and get that partnership going, now you know Lena and you know she's not scary. So make sure that you leverage those partnerships and that education and information that she has to provide. So I will now welcome to the stage your advisory board chair, George, in the fantastic shirt. I'm going to hug you. And his co-chair, Vaughn Hazen. They're going to host your awards ceremony and closing remarks.
All right, I don't have the cool shirt, but I'll do my best to have the high energy. While we've been learning about all the stuff we've been learning about, the cohort of young professionals has been giving it their all each day in 2 separate competitions. Tonight, we're going to be celebrating their hard work and crowning their success. We're going to begin by awarding the winners of the Capture the Flag competition. I'd like to invite Gabriel Quiros from the Toronto School of Management and Chris Roberts up to the stage to talk about the CTF and present the winners.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I want to reiterate what Chris said yesterday and really thank everyone in the orange shirts and everyone here at CyberX for such a great event, honestly. Thank you so much for having us. You're all doing a great job. Last year, we worked with CyberX to have a Capture the Flag event. We hosted it locally at our school, but this year we were able to do something really different. And as individuals in the industry and as practitioners, you know that there is a gap between education and the industry. That question of, what's your experience? What do you bring to the table? So last night, the ballroom next to us, we were able to have our Capture the Flag, to have 48 students from different colleges put their skills to the test and go beyond with what they apply in the classroom and bring it here. Chris, what were your observations yesterday?
I got to come up and share the stage on this one. Actually, I'm going to do this. Screw this. We can
split
actually
it?
just
Yeah.
hang out and just do this. It'd be way simpler, wouldn't it? It was fantastic to actually see, because there were a number of participants there who this was their first time.
Right? That's right.
And what I love about this is they get chance to make mistakes. They get chance to come in, to play, to ask questions, to have fun. in a safe environment. I think it's one of those great things. This is a learning environment as well. It isn't a competition. It's come in, have fun, learn, get some points, and enjoy everybody else around us.
Oh, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And that last 30 minutes, after 4 hours of just going at it, the energy definitely picks up.
Oh yeah, it totally does. And it's horribly, this brings back so many crazy memories of being at a DEF CON and spending like 3 days in a chair doing the challenges. And for those of you that know DEF CON of old, like Lost's challenges, you turned up with like an entire amount of stuff like this tall, and you spent 3 days basically getting abused. No sleep, no nothing. So this was a much more civilized, and I love it. It was awesome. So fantastic.
Even though it is a learning experience, there is a competitive component.
Yep.
We made it a little bit like an esport, and we do have our top 3 teams that came in.
We do, and I have the list here, thankfully. All right, in third place, 404 Not Founders. By the way, love the name.
And as we're calling up the teams, please come up to the stage.
Yeah. Do we have the 404 Not Founders? Did they escape early?
Not found.
Not found, yeah. Second place, another one of those flipping awesome names, Those IT Guys. Oh, hang on, do we have 404s?
Hey.
All right, in second place, if we have the folks around, Those IT Guys. Do we have them?
Anyone seen Those IT Guys? There they are.
There we go. This was a fun one. So how many, this goes back to old age. How many of you remember BOFH? Yeah. Exactly. I was watching this, I saw Those IT Guys, and the initial thought was like, for those of you who don't know what BOFH is, it's Bastard Operator from Hell. If you would like to actually read it and reminisce of what IT and security really was like when we first started this lunacy, feel free to start at chapter 1 and go from there. Where are they? Well done, guys. In first place, is it
Wait, hold on.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, yes, our Stanley
yeah.
Cup.
Get in the middle. Yeah. They couldn't find one smaller, apparently. When it's as big as some of the competitors, then you really got to worry, haven't you?
It's so we can drink beer out of it later.
Actually, I have enough whiskey. We could fill it up.
Let's do that.
We got this covered. All right, first place, the T-SOM Eagles.
All right, big thank you to our CTF winners. That was really cool. I appreciate that trophy. I hope somebody drinks out of it tonight. That would be great. Let's talk about another hackathon, ELCH, Emerging Leaders Can Hack. The ELCH hackathon finals took place today at 1:30 with the emerging leaders responding to 2 prompts. So just to explain, ELCH is kind of the flagship event for emerging leaders in Canadian security, which is a group that my friend Rachel actually founded and starts and runs about in the last 2 years. The whole purpose of this organization is to harvest and develop young Canadian talent in security, give them the skills necessary to actually succeed in the workforce, be it public or private, and to put on competitions like this to highlight their skills and connect them with potential employers. The importance of this particular hackathon is good because it applies real-world knowledge and lessons that builds the gap between what they learn in academia and what they have to actually perform and demonstrate in the workforce. There was a semifinal round which occurred a couple weeks ago. There was training and build-up leading up to it. There were a massive amount of participants. I think this year we actually ended up having over 50 different participants from the start, which is amazing from the opening group, which had maybe over a dozen. The growth of this competition is commendable. Rachel and Mona have done a great job with it. And what I will say, being as a judge for this, and I was a particularly scrutinizing judge, is that the type of presentations that they are being put through, presenting to a board, giving threat intelligence presentations, giving incident response presentations, which are the 2 major categories, having a board scrutinize them and forcing them to take the perspective of operating in a business or a very intense public sector environment, I believe is going to equip these young leaders with the skills they need to succeed in this industry for the length of their professional careers in it. So with that, the judges have deliberated, and I invite Rachel Babbins and Mona Farouk to the stage to explain the hackathon and present our winners.
Hi, everyone. How's everyone doing? I just wanted to explain a little bit about how our hackathon works. So we are quite unique in the sense that vendors have lent us their tools. We put a simulated crisis within their tool sets, and our students got to go inside of those tools and investigate what a simulated incident might actually look like. So we had an incident response stream, a cyber threat intelligence stream, and we had students who were really taking the role of what would it look like to present to a board of directors the analysis results of that deep dive investigation. And there's 6 weeks of mentorship and coaching that go along with that. We're training people on how to do CTI and IR. For often, it's their first time really getting the tools in their hands, being able to do it firsthand. And with that, we wouldn't be able to do it without all of the amazing support that we get. I just want to thank our advisory board and definitely the vendors that have come on and lent us these licenses so that we can make this opportunity possible. So thank you to Sempris and BlockSec that made this possible for us. And without further ado, I'll name the second place. So in second place, we have on the incident response side, Hema Ramswabi, Albina Mago Badoba, Salman Mirdia, and Swapo Sakel. In second place on the CTI side, we have Christina Talalaevska. And in first place, on the incident response side, we have Colin Johnstone. And finally, on the CTI side, our finalist is Elena Lasaru. Congratulations.
So we're coming to the end of a couple of great days. We've appreciated the great energy. We've appreciated the great performances by the MCs. There's going to be a lot of thanking that George is going to do. It's not that I'm ungrateful, but we gotta split up the work somehow. But I want you to know that we did spend a fair amount of time and a lot of energy in determining what was going to go into the content. And I have been very happy with what we've seen over the last couple of days, and I've really enjoyed the engagement level that we've seen. Now, we're the last thing standing between you and the open bar, so I'm going to turn it over to George and allow him to thank everybody.
Thank you, Vaughn. So let's start off with our thank you notes. First off, we'd like to thank Octavia and Kelly for their roles as MCs. And I want to thank the entire advisory team for their part in providing guidance, their opinions, and their support in the 8 months leading up to this event. So thank you to our team and the advisors. I would like to thank our speakers for their impact in this event. The folks who were both on the advisory board, the folks that came from our suppliers and our vendor partners, our sponsors, and anyone who contributed questions or just their time to this thing. Thank you for providing the content and your thoughts to this event. I particularly want to thank our sponsors and our partners for continuing their participation and their success year after year, but particularly the sponsors who have helped us put on a great CFC 2024. To our sponsors, thank you. To our volunteers, the Orange Shirt Army, are any of you here? Stand up, stand up, stand up. Thank you very much. We would not have an event without you. You guys are incredible. Thank you. To our staff, to the CyberX team, the full-timers, the folks who have the entire AV operation. You folks don't see it in the back, but this thing is amazing. It feels like a real TV production. This is all the work of a very dedicated and talented team and a staff team that has worked for months preparing for this. They haven't slept in probably a week or two. It is outstanding work. Thank you to the staff. Now, the fun part. So we are going to have a really, really cool cyber meetup this year, and it's going to be right after this. The bar is going to be open as of 5 o'clock. See, is it open now? Why do you tell me 5? Why do you tell me 5? The bar, thank you. The bar is going to be open right after this, but for Cyber Meetup, we have Chris Roberts Unfiltered. If anyone was here last year, Chris brought an obscene amount of very top-shelf whiskey and pretty much had his own party, which we all loved. So we brought him back and thought, okay, let's do it again. But not everyone drinks, and we need to respect that. Thankfully, Chris is a world-class connoisseur of tea. So outside of whiskey, outside of moonshine, there is some very, very, very good tea in a very high-value war chest, which Chris is going to be sharing with us. And of course, there's going to be stories, there's going to be good times, and there's going to be a lot of just laughs, smiles, and mentorship, as always. And of course, for all the participants, there's an open bar. So please enjoy yourselves. As we close this CISO Forum 2024, we hope to see you all in May for Canadian Women in Cyber, which is going to be a very, very important event. It's going to be bigger and better than ever. And we hope to see you next year, CISO Forum Canada 2025. Bring it back. Let's put on a great show. For now, the bar's open. Have fun.